my name is Cameron Castro, and for my gaming project, I have chosen the topic of Bally Games. And over the course of this presentation, I hope to give you more information on the company Bally Games. Now, to start off with a little backstory on the company. The history of Bally Games, it was founded by Raymond Maloney, as you can see on the picture of my presentation. It started off as a pinball arcade company that slowly became a slot machine company, and the manufacturing and basing of the company was in Chicago. Raymond Maloney was seen as a jack of many trades. He created the first pinball machine in 1931, which was called Bally. There's a picture of it right here. Over the time of his reign at Bally Games, he manufactured flipperless pinball, bingo machines, payout machines, and console slot machines. Now he had much success into that, and then he made a slight venture into the record industry. He created Bally Records, which also worked out well for him. And then he sadly died in 1958. After the death of Raymond Maloney, a character named William O'Donnell came onto the scene. William O'Donnell worked as a salesman in Bally from 1946 to 1963. Him and a few other investors bought the company in 1963. The company changed from Bally Games to Bally Manufacturing in 1968, and they went public a year later. So over this course of time, the company was going through some evolution, as you can say. And then it came out as Bally Manufacturing, which was stronger and better than the original. This game consisted of a motorized hopper for easy payouts, a tray at the bottom, which was made out of metal, so when the coins would hit the bottom of the tray, it would make a loud clang noise, which would draw attention to the machines and the player that just won the money. The new features included the bright lights, buzzers, and electronic bells to create excitement. So it made loud, bright lights so people would draw to the machines. And then they had the bells, which alerted the casino staff of jackpots, because they didn't want to pay out the coins in jackpots, because they don't want people walking around with big old bags of coins walking over to the cage. So it made it easier if a representative from the casino could just come over, verify that it was a hit on the jackpot, and then write up the paperwork and then pay them later. And then Bally Games went on to, in 1967, they introduced a 5-coin multiplier machine. In 1970, they had the first 3-line machine. And in the mid-70s, they created the dollar machines, which were introduced, and this allowed for greater jackpots. Because before it was penny slots, nickel slots, so for the player to get the maximum jackpot, it would take a lot more betting. However, when the dollar machines came out, it allowed for more money to go into the games, which for the progressive style layout allowed for the jackpots to go up by a lot more, considering that it was going up $1 each time instead of a nickel or a penny each time, which drawed in the players due to the fact that the jackpots were higher than most other games, due to the fact that it was the dollar and not the nickel games that most other companies were using. Over the course of Bally Manufacturing, they had great success with their slot machines. So much success that they bought their own casino on the Las Vegas Strip. This casino is known as Bally's Las Vegas. It opened in 1963, and the main purpose of that casino was so that Bally's Manufacturing can put all of their slot machines into the casino floor. And it's still open on the Strip today. There are several different games that Bally has created. However, I will only be talking about 2, and they are the Monopoly games, so I will dive into those now. The first game that I'm going to talk about is Monopoly Millionaire. Monopoly Millionaire is a game that consists of 5 reels, 40 pay lines, minimum of 0.40 bet, and a maximum of 100 bet. And the reason why this game has come onto the scene so rapidly, and players are playing it a lot, is because you're able to win the jackpot from minimum bet. So that appeals to the gamers that don't necessarily want to pay the maximum bet and pay a lot of money. They can win the jackpot from a minimum bet. Yes, the chances are lower if you use the minimum bet rather than the maximum bet. However, it appeals to the customers that don't want to pay the big bucks to win the big bucks. And then here you can see the logo, it's a Monopoly Millionaire with like a diamond in the back of it. And then you can see the gaming console that's there on the right. And here is a video of Monopoly Millionaire being played, as well as a voiceover of how the game works. Monopoly Millionaire showcases a big wheel bonus, which awards cash prizes and 4 exciting features. This game contains 25 reels, which are displayed in a 5x5 format. The wild substitutes for all symbols except for the big wheel bonus. First is the community chest bonus. This feature can randomly trigger in the base game if the big wheel bonus is not awarded. Pick one of 3 cards for a line win multiplier. Potential awards include 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, and 10 times multipliers, which can be awarded on any lines for that spin. There is also the chance and mystery features. Land chance and mystery symbols in the base game and in the railroad bonus. At the end of each spin, all chance and mystery symbols will be replaced with other symbols as stated in the pay table. Then there is the big wheel bonus. Land big wheel bonus in positions 1, 13, and 25 to start the big wheel bonus. One wheel spin is awarded for a chance to win a cash prize or one of the following features: free parking bonus, railroad bonus, electric company bonuses, or go to jail bonus. The railroad bonus feature gives you 8 free games that can be won up to 1 times to 5 times the total bet. The electric company bonus offers 10 free games, and cash awards from 50 times to 1,000 times per bet line are available at each lamp. And finally, the go to jail bonus gives you 3 rolls to attempt to keep your bonus, and if you don't roll a double, your bonus ends and you have to start again. The next game that I will be discussing is also a Monopoly game. This game is called Monopoly Hotshot. This game consists of 3 wheels, 27 pay lines, and this game is a small area progressive, meaning that every time someone puts money into the game, the jackpot increases. Since it's a small area, it is only from a smaller area, so maybe just within the casino or within city, but every time that someone plays it, the jackpot goes up, which increases the amount that players want to play, because the more they play, the higher the jackpot is. And also, this game offers 3 local jackpots. So it doesn't have just one jackpot, it has 3 different jackpots that based on the location. In the pictures, it's the generic Monopoly brand sign as well as the Hotshot, and here is the gaming device as seen on the right. And here's another video of the gameplay of this game as well as a voiceover of how the game works. The iconic board game Monopoly meets the player favorite Hotshot feature in the new game Monopoly Hotshot. The classic Monopoly board game and characters are bigger than life in this thrilling, supersized game experience. Spin the reels and be awarded 3 exciting mini-reel game-in-games, where players can get 1 spin of each reel for a chance to win one of 3 progressive jackpots. 3 Scotty Dog symbols on the reel awards the Monopoly board game bonus, where players roll the dice to move around the game board. Landing on a railroad symbol awards a multiplier. Landing on a chance, community chest, or free parking awards a pick feature. Landing on a utility or tax symbol awards a credit refund. If you pass go, you're awarded $200. You go to jail, it ends your bonus. But if you land on go, you can win a giant cash payout. Roll the dice and make your moves. Now, to introduce a new company into this presentation, Scientific Games is the leading edge in gaming companies. It's arguably the biggest company in the gaming industry. Now, when any company is on the rise, Scientific Games buys it. They want all the best games under their name. So they bought Bally's in 2014 for $3.3 billion plus all the $1.8 billion in assumed debt. Bally Games is still known as a legend in the industry, and this presentation only chipped the surface of this company, and I hope the information that I provided to you helped you learn some more things about the company and where it's been and where it's going. And this concludes my presentation. I thank you for listening. Once again, my name is Cameron Castro, and here are my references.